Hey guys, we're back and we're gonna go straight into our next question. The last one was our favorite Dragon Ball Z character.
And
Following up on that,
Yep.
question 6: your favorite Dragon Ball Z moment,
Oh, don't get that on me.
and then also your favorite saga as well.
That I have.
What about saga?
Saga, I would say the dragons one, the one where they had to hunt the Dragon Balls again, but it was like when they were corrupted and stuff by Shenron or whatever, that dark.
Yes.
The Black Star Dragon Balls.
I can't remember what that season was called, but I think it was like. Was it really GT?
Yeah, I think it was GT.
Yeah.
GT.
That was last season.
I do remember he was Super Saiyan 4,
as much as
but
people make fun of GT, it had its parts that was really dumb. It really did.
I'm sure it did.
But it was actually not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was fun to see Goku as a kid again,
Yeah.
because I thought some of the best Dragon Ball moments was when Goku was a kid.
Yeah.
It's
It's hard to beat those old Dragon Ball memories.
I think my favorite saga is the Majin Buu saga.
You do?
I do love that as well.
Yes. I mean, I love
I'm
Buu.
middle finished.
Because he was a polite bad guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Do you want to be candy, cookie, or pudding when Boo eat you? It's like, wow, I get options. And then I think my favorite
And then
moment.
they never answered him.
Yeah, he just.
Well, no kidding.
They just punch him in the face.
Yeah, and then try to run, and then Boo's like, candy! My
Good
favorite moment was the Boo saga.
Yep.
Was Vegeta was being controlled by Babidi,
Oh, yeah.
and when he broke free and he was getting ready to fight Boo, Goten and Trunks show up. Let me get rid of this pop-up. And he tells Trunks and Goten to get away. And right before they leave, Vegeta says, "Trunks, you're my only son, and I've never even held you since you were a baby." And he gives him a hug, and Trunks is freaking out like, okay, what have you done with my dad?
Yeah.
You know, because Vegeta,
Definitely.
all he cares about is practice, and being the strongest in the universe.
Yep.
And then he looks at him, and you can even see a tear fall down his face. He says, "You've made me proud." And then he knocks him out. Goten starts flipping out, and then, you know, he doesn't just give him the friendly little chop to knock him out. He punches Goten. I think it was because, you know, it was like, God, I hate your dad.
I know, right?
And then Piccolo comes down. And he says, "I understand what you're doing, and one day so will your son." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And at the very end, you know, he asks Piccolo, "What will happen to me?" And Piccolo says, "Well, your whole life you've destroyed planets and you've chased your own selfish desires. You're gonna go to hell." Well, in the end, Vegeta ends up using his final flash attack basically on himself and explodes in trying to kill Majin Buu. Which turns out that they find out, hey, Boo's invincible practically.
Yeah. Things you find out later.
But it was nice because the episode was
The
called Vegeta's Atonement, or Final Atonement. And I loved it because we finally saw Vegeta did love his son. You know, he just wasn't his pupil.
Right.
And I mean, it was very nice to see. And plus, I've always loved the episodes.
Anyway. Yeah, they were always good.
I mean, and it was ever since that day you could not
Right.
like Vegeta.
Exactly.
Because
Now-
push comes to shove, he did the right thing.
He did. Now, my moment is not as tender and sweet and lovely as that, which that was a great moment.
Yeah.
Mine was more when Goku and Vegeta had to get along when they were inside Super Buu, I think it was.
Oh,
and they had to
God.
turn into Vegito.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
face to face.
Yeah.
And Vegeta's like, face to face Super Saiyans, what's next? A ballet?
Yeah.
I think my second favorite was when Vegeta used Final Flash against Cell. When he was building it up, and he's like, "Cell, if you want to test your strength, stay right where you are." And then Trunks and Krillin are begging Vegeta, "You're gonna blow up the planet!"
Again!
That's never stopped him before.
And then all of a sudden, you see him yell, "Final Flash!" And you see his beam shoot out of the Earth into like the galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, he did blow Cell up, but because of that nucleus, he just sucked right back up.
Yeah.
What about you, Glennon? Do you have
Cell's
a
always
favorite
the
Dragon Ball Z moment?
I definitely like the Majin Buu series.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen most. I've seen
Majin Buu.
Cell's finishing it.
Well,
They're both good.
Yeah, they're
Majin
both.
Buu's, like, first of all, there's the good and the bad Majin Buu.
Well, because so
Well,
many people
yeah.
forget that the Fat Boo, which is known
Yeah.
as Baby Boo, he ends up helping defeat Boo.
Yeah.
You know,
it
and
also
he,
becomes Ubo or Oob.
Yeah, Oob in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo, which is
Yeah.
just Boo
backwards.
Yeah.
You remember the first episode of GT when he goes into the ice cream parlor?
Yeah.
Which ice cream do you want? Me want ice cream! And he gives him $1,000,000 zenny. Sir, you forgot your change. And he does not know what that means, so he's like, no, you keep money, you keep ice cream! And the guy was like, thanks!
It was a beautiful day. Yeah.
But
You gave what he wanted. That's beautiful.
what about you, Kyle? Do you have a favorite moment in DBZ?
Remember, I'm not the I'm still in the middle starting the Blue Saga. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. From the beginning.
My
So-
favorite moment was when Vegito was turned into a piece of
Chocolate?
and proceeded to beat the crap
Yeah.
out of
My
Boo.
favorite moment is actually the one
was
where
amazing.
when you find out actually Goku's still alive.
Yeah.
On like when he was coming back from
Yeah, when
Namek.
you found out he's still alive on Namek after surviving being exploded.
How did you survive? Muffin bun!
A couple other good moments.
Nice one, Sam.
When Gohan transforms into Super Saiyan 2 for the first time after Cell kills 16, because we finally see Gohan explode. And that's actually the name of the episode, Gohan Explodes.
Perfect.
Because I really think it was because 16 he worded it very well. Because he tells Gohan, it is not wrong to fight for peace
Wait,
because
16
there are
was the guy, correct?
yes, the one with the green armor.
And then
18 was
The blonde.
Yeah, 18 was the blonde that married Krillin, and then 17 was the
The black-haired one.
18 was the one that loved Krillin too much.
Actually, she never once said that she loved Krillin except in GT when he was killed. So Krillin never heard it.
Bad timing through that, I would say.
But
Anyways,
anyway, he says it's not wrong to fight for peace. You don't like to hurt, and he's basically telling Gohan there are some people out there who words alone just will not reach. And Gohan literally just annihilates Cell at that point. I mean, even Cell at that point, he was like incredible. Let's see.
one of my favorite episodes when Goku was chasing the monkey.
That was funny.
You couldn't catch that monkey.
And then if you have not, and then you guys have seen DBZ Abridged, I'm assuming, right?
I haven't actually.
Go on Google and watch it, guys. It is hilarious. They have like the entire first season. It's like an hour long to watch, but you will laugh your ass off. Team 4-Star does absolutely amazing. So amazing watch. So all right.
You can tell we love DBZ.
Question 7: Your best way to relieve stress?
Listening to music.
Yeah, listening to music and watching Dragon Ball Z.
And watching just
Actually, a
videos.
warm bath does it for me too.
It does
Yeah.
good. It does good.
Just
for
lay
everybody.
back and just.
Actually, my way to actually relieve stress is actually with my friends at Alien.
Card games.
Yeah.
That's also a good
Remember,
one.
I suffer from a syndrome where my emotions get really sensitive.
Yeah.
So I have to hold it in.
Well, another way that really helped in me was sports. Because I played football, so when I was really mad, I just tackled a little bit harder.
Right.
I'm more like rough with my grandma's back.
The number one ways that I tell that you should not ever relieve stress is if
Punching
you're
things.
is punching things unless it's a punching bag.
Right.
I would never drink and never do drugs. And if you do drink, at least have the common sense to stay inside.
Yeah. For me,
And if
it's
you do punch something other than a punching bag, punch your pillow.
Yeah.
Unless it's someone video
On a
your best
bed,
friend.
not against the wall.
Yeah.
Then you actually
Or if Nagisa happens to jump out of the Vanguard anime, you can punch her.
just appropriate
or
to
Nagisa.
yourself. Yeah, for me,
That's
music
what you just
too.
said.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
music.
Yeah.
All right, question 8. What sports have you played? Or if not, what activities did you do in high school other than sports?
So, yeah, he's done bad.
Well, you did drama.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
drama.
I'm into
drama.
Now I did. Obviously, everybody did PE when they were younger and stuff. So I've done a few
Dodgeball days.
dodgeball days. Yeah, I enjoyed those.
Did you
especially.
do the parachute?
Yes, we did.
Oh
yeah.
God, that was fun.
You know what? Until like recently, I didn't realize that that's something like just about a lot of schools do. That's not just us. It was just like a lot
Yeah,
of
me
people.
too.
I was like, I thought I was special. That's
Yeah.
cool. What?
Yeah,
But
you weren't special, Zane.
no.
He doesn't know what
Oh,
it
well.
is.
Hey, babe, just remember what Barney says. Everyone's special, which is another way of saying no one is.
Yeah.
Really, it does. Yeah.
Barack Obama for 2 minutes. You'll know why.
Sports. I played football. I played basketball. I played baseball. I played golf. I threw the discus in track once, but I ended up tripping and throwing it into the stands, so I never did that again. And those discs, they're like 12 pounds, so if you catch it with your head, you're...
I want to get out of the way.
Yeah, so never did that again. I honestly think I did it to get out of class that day.
Maybe.
I was a very good football player. I was a state champion in golf, so that's another way I always found easy to relieve stress. Playing golf, because you have this little white ball and you have this big ass fucking club.
It didn't have a chance.
So
it's going flying.
And I also did drama, or we called it speech and debate. But
we had speech and debate and drama.
Yeah.
I guess they merged it at our schools because we didn't have enough for 2 different classes. But I really enjoyed it. And I got made fun of on both sides. What, you're not good enough to do just speech? What, you're not good enough to just play sports? So you got to be the hybrid? And I'm like, I enjoy them both.
Yeah, definitely.
I love acting and I love competition.
He makes a good point. Why can't you do both?
Because that's not allowed.
That's literally what Sue says.
That is not permitted.
That is seriously what she believes.
But yeah,
it's good to have a background in just about anything if you can.
The more stuff you have a hand in, the better off you'll be.
Yeah.
All right, question 9. Zane, what is my best quality? And I have to say, what is your best quality?
Who's saying mine?
I guess you and Kyle could say each other's. Because the question was just addressed to the 2 of us.
Yeah.
But Zane, your best quality, I would have to say it's the fact that you're that crutch that every friend needs for when they have a bad time.
Yes.
Losing a friend, need someone to lean on, need someone to talk to. Zane's very, very good about that. He's helped me a lot with that.
I used that crutch about 2 weeks ago.
I mean, everybody needs that friend that they can literally just lean on when they need some help, and that fits Zane to a T.
Now, what I would say for you is, no matter who harps on you, no matter how comments to you or anything like that, you don't let it bother you. You don't get angry about it. You can understand it, but at the same time, you don't let it get to you because you know if it's not true or not. You just hang in there no matter what situation's been going on.
Thank you.
You fight through it.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, Glendon, what about you? What is Kyle's best quality? And Kyle, what's Glendon's?
Glenn, you go first.
Which means he hasn't thought of one yet.
I actually have thought of one, but I want Glenn to go first.
Now, this is the comedy moment of this episode. All right.
Yeah. All right, Glendon, what is Kyle's best quality?
You go on.
And be nice.
Yes.
You guys can.
Well, you're...
You actually do kind of remind me of me whenever I was really young.
Well, you know, I'll tack something onto that. He's always smiling.
Yeah, you are always smiling.
You know, and to the point when it's like clowns. No one is this happy. You know, so I'll tack that on.
Clowns are creepy. Just saying.
A bit at times it can be,
Clowns
but
are
I like
creepy.
him personally.
Actually,
Clowns.
I feel sorry for him because I read somewhere in a newspaper that it's very hard for clowns to get a job. Right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Because it's
Who
like
goes
one.
to the circus? First off, and then second.
I actually went to the circus last year.
Same here.
I rode
Wait,
an
no, it
elephant.
was 2 years
Oh
ago.
really?
I
Nice.
rode an
I went to
elephant.
circus
I haven't done
2
that for
years
many
ago
years.
with my ex.
That was a lot of fun. And then my godson really liked it because the elephant reached down and hugged him with his trunk.
Oh, that's
And
good.
he
Was
held
it,
the trunk and he was like, Uncle Jay, I want to take him home. And I'm like, no, Bobby,
He's got to stay with the peoples.
he's got to stay because I am not cleaning up elephant shit.
No.
Actually, the thing I like about Glenn.
I like roses, but I don't need to fertilize them every day.
What?
The actually like Glenn is actually helped me out with my life. I used to be a a lot, so he actually did save me from doing suicide. I'm not shooting you guys.
Well, Glendon, what I really like about Glendon, he's just funny. He just look at him, guys. He's funny looking, and I mean that in a very good way.
Thank you.
That's probably why we look related then, huh? No.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But anyway,
I'd
guys,
rather like to live.
You know, I'm not even doing that all
jumping over to the next part while Kyle strangles Glendon, so
Yeah.
Glendon might not be on the next episode.
Yeah, we
See
might
you
have
guys.
three people left.
See me play